How do you sell your luxury home in Pennsylvania and Maryland? Today, I'm going to be going through the very specific steps for selling your home priced above $500,000 in Pennsylvania and Maryland to make sure you're hitting the right market and make sure that you are getting the right people going through your house. Hi, my name's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor. We service South Central Pennsylvania and Northern Maryland, but if we can help you out in anywhere else around the country, we have awesome referral agents that we can introduce you to. Also, we help clients that are looking in 9 days, 9 months, 9 years, whatever. If we can help you out, send me a text, send me a DM, send me an email, give me a call, or schedule through the link down below in my Calendly so that you can set up a personal Zoom consultation with me to make sure that we see if we're the right fit to work together. They purchased this property and completely re-renovated everything. It's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania Realtor, over schools here in York County, Pennsylvania. So today I want to touch a little bit more on some of our more luxury properties because we get a lot of clients who have these more expensive homes that are a little bit nervous. Are luxury homes selling like the regular homes are, or not the regular homes, but the median price homes, like where we're at here standing shooting this video right now in York, Pennsylvania. Our average price is about $250, $265. So if you're looking at double that or you're in the multi-million-dollar range, it can really depend. And you have to set your home up strategically to make sure that you're getting the same amount of looks, but all those saves on Zillow because people think your house is awesome because it's got 8 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, just all the craziness. So there's a ton of stuff that goes into it. Let's talk about how we're strategically listing these luxury homes to get the right people in there and to make sure that we're able to still get it sold. So luxury homes right now are still moving a little bit slower than others just because not everybody can get approved in those price ranges. So we're going to go through from getting your home ready to getting it active on the market and accepting an offer. So let's start out. First, we're obviously going to have our consultation. We're going to get together, see if we're the right fit to work on getting your home marketed and walking along with you through the process. We might be talking every day for 6 months, a year. It could be a long time sometimes. So, especially if you're getting it prepared and not putting it on the market right away. So, we want to make sure we're a good fit to work together. You want to make sure personalities match up and everybody's going to be the right people to deal with for such a long time. So, we're going to get together, get all of our paperwork signed, get the listing documents out of the way to make sure that we're prepared when we're ready to get it on the market. From there, we're going to go through, is there anything that should be done to the house or should you leave it as it is? In these more expensive price range, it's not like our median price range where if your bathroom's outdated or there's certain things where it doesn't affect the value at all. Sometimes, and in those price ranges it does, it just depends, if you price it correctly. But in some of these homes, you might have to update paint, and that might be a non-negotiable because it's expensive to paint these homes, or people want to be wowed whenever they're walking in and spending $800,000. Or you might want to go through and get everything adjusted furniture-wise just to make sure that it's showing the best. Things that you don't have to do too much, but we still recommend all of our clients to do on the median-priced homes. So we're going to make sure that everything is exactly how it should be whenever we're walking to make that first best impression on the pictures, video, and when people come in to see the house. The next thing is we're going to schedule our pictures and video. We're going to want to make sure that our pictures look amazing, that they look and show like a luxury home. We don't want to be taking iPhone pictures. We don't want the agent taking their own pictures. You do not want me to go out there with the camera to your house because I will not do a good job. We're going to hire a professional photographer and videographer to do that. And we're also going to make sure we have a kick-butt listing video and YouTube video to get it out to as many people as possible. Especially if you're getting up into that $1 million range and even above, you want to make sure that it's people that really like your house that are coming through before you open up your doors just for people to look at a cool-looking house because it's got all this square footage and all these modern updates. So we're going to make sure we get all of those professionally done so they can be marketed to the right people to make sure that we're able to get everything going on the marketing side and get as many approved and qualified eyeballs on it as possible. Another thing that we see with some of our higher end and luxury clients is they don't want a lot of people going through the house. And it stinks to say, but our goal is to get as many people through the house as possible that make sense to see the house. So we're going to need to be holding open houses. We're going to need to do showings. Some properties we're going to have to go along and go through with the buyer's agent to make sure, their people are pre-qualified and they're looking at the right house. But sometimes the people aren't going to be pre-qualified because they don't want to yet, but we know they're going to be able to afford the house. Another thing for getting your home that's higher end ready is doing a lot more marketing than usual. We're going to want to take some of our budget for marketing, and we're going to want to make sure that we're calling and reaching out to all of the neighbors, because birds of a feather flock together. If you're in that neighborhood, chances are you know somebody you want to move into that neighborhood. We're going to see if we have any opportunities with the current neighbors that we can get somebody to look at your house that's already interested in something like that, or somebody that's been waiting for your home to come on the market. And we're going to reach out to a lot of hospitals and colleges in the area to let them know, hey, this home's coming on the market. If you have any professors or if you have any physicians or whoever, let's try and get them in the house before it hits the market so that we can see if we have any interest yet. And then we're going to want to plan that open house. We're going to want to make sure we are calling all of the agents that we know personally that are working with a lot of physicians or higher end clients or somebody that's looking for a more expensive house, because you'll see a lot of agents who are listing some of these luxury houses or are working with a lot of physicians. They have a lot of people in the pipeline that are looking to purchase these properties. So if we can have it sold before it hits the market, beautiful. We don't have to go through all of the showings and everything like that. But once we get to the part where we're ready to put it on the market, it's kind of like your typical other house. We're going to put in mostly the same details that match up to your house's criteria, and we're going to put it on all of the same websites. We're going to want to make sure that everything is looking super neat and professional, just like all of our other listings, where we're getting the best eyeballs on it as possible. People are always looking on Zillow, social media, Realtor.com, Google for these houses. And with our video, we're going to be able to hit people from out of state. We see a lot of people, especially nowadays, moving from New York, California, Seattle to somewhere that's a little bit more affordable where they can get that bigger house that they're looking for, especially if they're working remote. It gives them a little bit more of an opportunity to find something affordable so they get more bang for their buck, and we're able to get more eyeballs on your house from out-of-state buyers also. So it's kind of weird to say, but a lot of the listings are similar to any other price listing. You just have to make sure, which is very important for these luxury homes, that you're pricing it correctly. Everybody loves their house. Well, most people love their house. Some people, they might not. But everybody loves their house, and they might have their own perception of value. It's very important to make sure that you're listing these correctly, because the last thing you want is your home sitting on the market for 3 years. We see it with luxury houses all the time where they're sitting on the market for so long because it's a $1.2 million house, but based on all the upgrades some of the sellers did, they're sitting for 3 years because they have it listed at $2 million or something that just does not match up with the neighborhood. A lot of these clients are still financing, even if they're buying luxury homes. People are still getting mortgages on it. So most of the time, we still have to deal with appraisals. So if the home is truly worth it, it's still going to sell. Don't start super high on your price. You're going to want to price it strategically, just like the median price houses, where we're getting it to where we try and get as the most amount of interest as possible, and we're looking to get the most amount of people going through, versus somebody saying, I'm not going to see that $1 million house because there's another one priced at $895 that is the same exact thing, just not as updated. We want to make sure we're pricing it strategically based on what it's worth, based on your neighborhood, or things a few miles out if you're on your own land. So I can't cover everything in this video, but if you have any questions in regards to how is it different listing my luxury house, or how is it different buying a luxury house, because there are different steps based on loan amounts and based on what the state is willing to give you for different loans in the area. It's a ton of different steps, and it can be as easy as or just as scary to do these larger purchases. So if we can help you out in any area in the country, but more specifically for my team, Pennsylvania and Maryland, help you with a luxury home sale or purchase, feel free to reach out to me, send me a message, send me an email, give me a call, or schedule with the link below down in my calendar so that we can have a consultation through Zoom. No cost. Obviously, if we don't help you buy or sell, you don't pay us anything. So we're more than happy to chat with you and set up a consultation to see if it makes sense for us to connect. Thanks again. My name's Colin Boyer. I'm your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor, and I'll see you guys on the next one.